And after 3 long seasons of constant failure and losing, we finally made it. It all starts in a hot, humid summer day in North Miami. This day I'm going out with my 3-year-old son Luca, and we're going into the dollar store. I remember going inside and seeing the bright orange and red letters on top of the store. As I open it, I see the iron bars that protect the store from thieves. And I also see the metal detectors that protect the store from people taking stuff. I go inside and I'm thinking, maybe this is the day I'm going to teach my son not to stray off in public places. As we walk by the toy stand, he immediately goes to the plastic dinosaurs and he starts playing with them. I think this is the perfect opportunity. I'm gonna walk away a few steps. I look at him the whole time. He hasn't noticed I'm gone, but I'm still looking at him. I wait and wait to see if he notices my absence, but he doesn't. He continues playing with the toys and I start thinking, maybe my son has ADHD, right? But he's just 3 years old. Well, I give up. I start walking back. As I'm walking back to him, someone bumps into me. Boom. I am so sorry, she says to me. I said, don't worry. It's all good. But I lose sight of my son for a moment. And a moment is all it takes for him to be gone. I look around. I cannot find him anywhere. I start walking faster, screaming, Luca, Luca, where are you? But he's nowhere to be found. I scream even louder. Thoughts are racing through my head. I had just watched this movie called Trade that talks about human trafficking. What if someone took him? No. This cannot be happening to me. God, please, let this not be happening to me. I start running up and down the aisles. I'm a fast person, so I cover the whole store in a matter of minutes. Nowhere can I find him. And then I remember, run to the front of the store and ask the teller, have you seen my son? At this moment, my hands are sweating, my heart is throbbing, and my head is racing with a million horrible thoughts. I cannot lose my son here. She looks at me, she smiles, and she says, you mean that boy that's playing there with the candies? My head turns faster than the speed of light, and I see him. Thank the Lord. There he is. I go to him and I hug him and I tell him, Luca, don't ever stray off from me again, with tears streaming down my eyes. Now imagine for a moment that I could not find my son. Imagine for a moment that a trafficker took him for human trafficking. And this is the reality that millions of people are facing nowadays, because human trafficking is the second fastest growing industry in the world today. So let's take it back to 2010, where after watching this movie, I talked about trade. I questioned my whole life. I lived a privileged life with a house to live under, with a car to drive to school, with an education, and with food on my dinner table. After watching Trade, I had no idea that human trafficking existed. I couldn't sleep for a whole week. I started praying and reflecting, asking God, what can I do to keep this from happening? And I finally got an answer. Andres, you always been really good with talking to people, and you love soccer. Why don't you combine the both? So I created Pitufos Angels, the only soccer team in the world that fights human trafficking. And we started at Florida International University, playing in the Intramural Soccer League. At first, we sucked. We kept losing time and time again. I had to train people that didn't even know how to play soccer. And it was a co-ed team too. My wife was part of the team, and she learned to play soccer with us. But with persistence, practicing 3 times a week, and uniting outside the field to fight human trafficking. We will give out flyers, we will participate in events, and we will wear uniforms that said, end human trafficking. We united, we learned to trust each other, and after 3 long seasons of constant failure and losing, we finally made it to the final. We were playing against the strongest team in the university, the physical therapy team. You can imagine how strong and big and fast they were. And we were little pitufos, smurfs, playing against the strongest team that FIU had to provide. But we won. We finally won. We made it to the other side. And I'm here to tell you that I learned that through working together, we could definitely make a difference through soccer. And hopefully, we could convince you all that we could end human trafficking. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you.